Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, wherever this finds you. Today, we are actually playing our first official session of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition game that we are playing during the COVID quarantine, playing through the Legacy of the Crystal Shard adventure that was originally published for use with D&D Next and 3rd edition, D&D 4th. And with me today are the stars of the Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who are you playing today? First up is Mo, who might be muted, actually.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I'm Mo. I'm playing Tom, who's a young fighter who's come up to the north to sort of avoid some entanglements in the south.
That's a delicate way of putting it. Assassins. Nice. Next up is Brandon.
Hi, I'm playing Erlich Domelneroth, a young man much in the same boat as Tom is in, but he's just escaping the drudgery of adult responsibility.
Excellent.
Oh.
Next up is Jeffrey.
Everybody, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Bruin. He is a human ranger, and I don't really know much about him yet. I literally am just finishing making him.
Nice. Well, we look forward to meeting him in the course of play. We really can't get more old school than that. And next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm playing Gorwin, who is an elven fighter. He is also something of an academic now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
nice. And last but not least is Andrew.
Hello, I am Andrew, and I am playing Kola, I almost said druid, a dwarven priest who is returning home after almost a couple decades away.
So, guys, where our session opens, we talked about this, I think, Jeff, you're the only one who wasn't here yesterday. What you guys are is part of a caravan that is traveling into a region known as the Icewind Dale. And actually, maybe what I'll do is go on my map screen here, and I'll move this map down a scooch so we can see both that and your tokens. And I got some NPCs here, or guys that didn't make it today. There we go. So this is the Icewind Dale. The Icewind Dale is kind of like the last, stretch of habitable land between the Forgotten Realms and the Sea of Ice, or Sea of Trackless Ice, I think it's called, in the northern regions. The region, the Icewind Dale itself, is populated by a community or series of communities that have come to be known as the 10 Towns. But it is also the source of an enormous natural resource, which is the knucklehead trout. The 3 lakes that sit around Kelvin's Cairn, the only big mountain mountain in the entire Icewind Dale region, they are stocked with these really big, nasty fish that have a type of bone that is very close to ivory. So it's highly prized everywhere else in the Forgotten Realms. And the towns that have kind of sprung up around here run the gamut of like relatively new boom towns with people trying to make their fortune, to also people who have just, have decided to get to the edge of the world and hide out here. Each of the communities has a different sort of character to them. The history, the region as well has, what occurs up here largely escapes the notice of the rest of the Forgotten Realms. But what Kola, is that in the last 100 years, there's been at least one really catastrophic invasion that happened when this sorcerer named Akar Kessel raised an army of humanoids using some kind of demonic powers and tried to basically annihilate the 10 towns, or conquer the 10 towns. The 10 Towns are not the only community out here, though. There are also dwarves who live in the Dwarven Valley and the veins and mines beneath that, and also the mines beneath Kelvin's Cairn. In the last 100 years, those communities have largely diminished. There's not nearly as many dwarves now since the King Brunor Battlehammer reclaimed Mithril Hall about a century ago. But there's still a lot of dwarves that are still either here or they've come back to here because they actually found that this was more their home now than what Mithril Hall was. Final really important part of the population is the Rhaegor barbarians, or the Rhaegor tribesmen. There are different tribes of roaming, kind of like Northmen. Picture like a cross between like kind of Mongols or, you know, First Nations, like Plains First Nations tribes, and Vikings. That's very much what these guys are kind of like. They worship animals, they as well as the gods. Some are more on a friendlier basis, or on a more friendly basis with the locals. But some have actually settled as well too. There's 2 communities in Caer-Dineval and Caer-Konig that are made up of a lot of settled the tribesmen. But the tribes are still out there. The tribe of the elk, tribe of the bear, and there's a couple other ones as well. But the elk is the most important and most prominent in the region. The thing that casts a pall over not a pall, but casts the biggest shadow over all of this is the weather in the Icewind Dale. Up to the east is where the Ragged Glacier is, and from there, cold winds blow pretty much all year. But in the summertime, the lakes are liquid enough to actually get your fishing in. But in the wintertime, there's really almost nowhere else in the Forgotten Realms that gets hit as badly as this. Jeff, you can think, and actually Andrew, you could also think of like Northern Ontario, Northern Manitoba in the wintertime. That's very much what we're talking about here. This is minus 40, minus 50, degrees. It's just crazy. The reason I mention that stuff is because you guys are part of the last caravan heading in before winter. You're traveling from a city called Luskan, also known as the City of Sails, a pretty disreputable and chaotic place since the local political structure had collapsed there, but there are so much riches and so many riches to be made in the Icewind Dale from the trade of the knucklehead trout bones, or the ivory trade, that it's worth the risk coming up. They always have the money. You think of like, actually, a local reference here would be like some of the oil towns, Fort McMurray in northern Alberta, where prices are just way out of whack for anywhere else in the world just because of the local earnings. Oil towns in Texas, in the Panhandle, I think are a really good example of that as well.
North Dakota.
North Dakota, totally. Yeah, absolutely. So that's sort of what you guys have come up here. Your captain, or sort of the person who's largely been in charge of the mercenary group, or the caravan of guards that have been escorting this place since you guys have been on the road for about 20 or 25 days. Like it's a long trip through here, and the trip largely goes. You get up to this point called the North-South Pass. You get through that pass, which is usually, it's not like easy going, but it's passable. But what you guys found is that even though when you set out, this was late, the equivalent is late August. So it's a late summertime. The month was called Elysius. You found that there was already snow in the pass, and then when you came through the pass down into the Icewind Dale itself, it was just a slog making your way along the caravan trail. What your destination is, or the place you're heading to, is Bryn Shander. And you guys are familiar with, each of your characters is familiar with Bryn Shander as well, too. I'll show you what, I'll make a little handout here, because I do have another awesome illustration of this from the adventure. Okay, guys, here we go. Boom. Check this out. So this is what Bryn Shander, I think most of you, any of you who have worked this kind of caravan work before, you are familiar with Bryn Shander. Kola, you would have passed through here in order to get out of the Icewind Dale. And Bryn Shander is sort of it's the trade center. It's been the trade center for, I believe, 400 years. It originated as just a cabin on a hill where people would meet from different local communities. And one of the local communities from Tourmaline thought it'd be clever to have that as a place to get people to trade, to force them in the direction of Tourmaline. And then that started a contest with Targos. And then, so Targos started sending people there. And then just from there, this town grew out. the let's see here. I know that Thomas and Ehrlich have not been here before. Has Gorwin worked this caravan route before, do you think? Or is this his first time out to the Icewind Dale?
I think it's his first time in the Icewind Dale.
Okay, and what about Bryn? Do you think Bryn, is he a local? Like, he doesn't need to be a regular tribesman. He could have grown up in one of the 10 towns as well.
Yeah, I think he's a local, though, to the area for sure.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about what do you think about Bryn's personality is like? That might help us, and what his childhood was like. That might give us an idea of what town might have been appropriate.
Let's see. I think he's sort of your typical woodsman guy. You know, he loves the outdoors. He loves nature more than he necessarily likes society. You know.
Yep. What did his parents do? Were they miners? Were they woodsmen? Were they fishermen?
I think maybe they were fishermen. His dad was a fisherman, and maybe his mom was like, made local things like baskets, or maybe she was a weaver or something like that. Or
are you several generations out from here, or were your parents settlers out here?
I think we're several generations here.
Okay.
The family's been in this area for a while.
So I think he
got his woodmanship from his grandfather, even.
Sure.
His grandfather was a woodsy hermit. Maybe he had a cabin out in the wilderness, and so.
Do you think the community you came from has kind of a Norse quality to it, or do you think it is more of a industrial focused? Where there's a couple different in addition to the knucklehead trout trade, there's other things that people do. Because there's two different towns I can think of that would fit the criteria that you described.
Yeah, maybe I think it's more industrious.
Okay, so then you're from the town of Tourmaline. And Tourmaline, sorry, not Tourmaline. So Tourmaline, the folks of Tourmaline will tell you theirs is the loveliest part of the 10 towns, and I reckon they've got the right of it. True, the charms of their spacious streets and decorated homes may have been wasted on me, but the mine, full of gems it was, sparkling like waters of the Mare. Aye, a lovely town indeed, says Bjorn Steelstrike. So it is the most picturesque town in Icewind Dale. It does not have a wall, but it has some of its riches do come from a mine nearby. In addition to the knucklehead trout trade, and it's right on the there's that woods just north of Bremen's Run. So you have been right around here, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
by the woods there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So then that tells me what helps me understand what you would know about the region. Then great. All right. So the about 3 or 4 days into travel in the Icewind Dales, when you guys were set upon by a pack of wolves, which you guys knew was really unusual. It's not a typical thing for the wolves to go into camp like that. That is a bit of an extreme reaction. But fortunately, the rest of the trip is relatively uneventful, guys, and you guys find yourself coming up towards the walls of Bryn Shander. You're coming up to the southwestern wall, or southwestern gate, I'm sorry, which I think that this will be the place that either you will winter or you'll head off to your community. So like Bryn, you may be heading back in order to go home here. Gorwin, what's your having come here for the winter, what was your sort of plan for after you arrive here?
I don't know if I kind of imagined that I didn't have a strong plan beyond like, I'll find an inn to stay at and figure out something to do. There'll be something adventurous worth doing here. So
yeah, there definitely, yeah. It sounds like there usually is. And for Thomas and Ehrlich, what I'm going to suggest, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong about this, is there is a community called Lonelywood. And you guys may have heard about Lonelywood. And the reason is because Lonelywood is kind of the place you go to be forgotten. Lonelywood is I mentioned how the 10 Towns is kind of a place that it's easy to go and disappear. Lonelywood is the embodiment of that. It's at E, just up top here on the kind of the peninsula into Mare Dwalden. If what your intent is to go and get yourself lost, that is absolutely the place that you hear you would be doing that. It's where other towns, are contending with each other and struggling and sometimes fight, trade wars or sometimes actively fisticuff, trade wars. What Lonelywood is a place where people go to try and be forgotten. There's loggers, there's fishers, but they pretty much keep to themselves. So I think maybe you guys have each heard that if what you want to do is just disengage, that's the place you can do it. This is the disappearing to Alaska to just lose yourself in the fishing trade or whatever the fuck. Okay, and then of course Kola, you were intent on getting here and then making your way back to deal with a ill or dying relative as well, right? And I don't think it isn't. Beric Hammerstone who's sick. Do you think it's a beloved aunt maybe, or
it could be. Yesterday I believe my instinct had been mother, but it doesn't need to be
done. Your mom.
specific.
Yep, that works great. Okay, so your mom's been sick, and your mom. Do you think is she like the brother or sister to Beric? It's like a maternal uncle.
I think she would be. I would be. Yeah, I think she would be the Beric's sister.
Okay.
And maybe older sister.
Love it. Okay, give us a percentile roll, please.
It's the D100, right?
Yes, please. 16. How does Dagnall sound for your mom's name?
Sounds good.
Okay, so Dagnall Hammerstone. And you don't need to keep that name either. Or maybe your mom's got... took your father's clan name. Okay. All right. So
yeah, I hadn't really thought about Cola's last name.
Sure.
So I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it's so you can if you want it to be Hammerstone, that's cool. If you don't want it, if you want to be something different, that's fine. You will say it's your father's, surname. All right. So, what should have been a 6-day journey along the 10 Trail from the pass stretched into 11 grueling days of bitter cold, howling winds, driving snowfall, and beasts hounding the caravan's trail. Though you drove off those wolves, it seems as if those wolves have been, or their compatriots have been intent on trying to identify any weakness in your caravan. So it's been a very tense, endeavor. One person you have met along the way, Kola, is a dwarven merchant named Helda Silverstream. And it's interesting that Silverstream is a big name in the community in the Dwarven Valley because Stokely Silverstream is actually the clan head. He calls himself the Thane. So Thane Silverstream is actually the one who runs the community. So if you ask, Dwarven clans are very, very big, and they expand out. So it could be second cousins or whatever. But if you ask, and it's not impolite to ask, she's actually related quite closely to Stokely.
Oh,
yeah. So she's a bit of a mucky muck. What you've heard is that when she's coming back and she's intent on heading over. With how dangerous things have been in the last little while, she says, if you, I'm not sure what everyone, you and your companions have planned for after you arrive in Bryn Shander, but if you'll accompany me to the Dwarven Valley, I'll pay each of you that comes 20 gold pieces.
Sounds good to me.
It sounds like a deal.
Is
Good.
there regular travel, back and forth from the Dwarven Valley?
So to get to the Dwarven Valley normally only takes about 6 hours of travel. It doesn't take to give you a sense of how long it takes you to get around these some of these places. To get from Bryn Shander to the Dwarven Valley, south end of the Dwarven Valley, is about 6 hours, and as long as it's
Oh.
yeah,
I didn't see the miles thing.
yeah, and then to get from Bryn Shander to East Haven is about 7.5. Bryn Shander to Targos only takes about 2. And then in a lot of these, normally you can take a ferry. Lac Dinashir, down in the east there is a ferry that goes from East Haven out to Caer Dineval and Caer Konig, the 2 other communities further to the east. And then in the Red Waters, you can follow a road from East Haven over to Goodmead and to Dugan's Hold. At least that's what you could do in good weather. With this amount of snow this early, it's going to be a hell of a thing trying to navigate. Fortunately, with the temperatures, even with the temperatures dropping so quickly, the lakes don't freeze automatically, so there still will be ways to get around. But yeah, it's not going to be a pleasant. If this is the start of the winter, like this is. And I think, Brune, we mentioned this to Cola. This is a worse and earlier start to the winter than you can ever remember. Yeah, it's never in your lifetime. You've never seen a winter like this. The winters in the Icewind Dale are never pleasant, but this is particularly malicious. And I think what insight you might be able to offer is that if the what do you call it? If the wolves and other things are being driven to the point of attacking camps, like they must be starving already. So like how long has this winter been settling in out here?
Right.
So, but if you want to really, depending on whether your character wants to sort of, calm people's nerves, or whether you want to like ratchet them up, as scary as bears and wolves and the frost wolves that are said to lurk out there are, easily the most terrifying thing that lurks around, and this is more to the eastern part of the Dale, are Yeti.
Oh.
So imagine a tall, smart as a human carnivore, as large as an ogre, as silent as a bugbear, but pretty much completely unable to be spotted when it's in the snowy conditions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as terrifying as some of these other things are, and the barbarians and raiders and whatnot that may be lurking out there, fucking Yeti, like that's the thing that that you really want to avoid. How do you think he would be communicating that to everyone? Would he be ratcheting up tensions? Would he be?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be afraid of scaring them a little about,
Yeah.
maybe around the campfire at night or whatever. He would be telling some of the tales of how dangerous it is up here.
Yeah. Well, and how especially at the foot of Kelvin's cairn, closer to the glacier, those things seem to come out of nowhere. You could be missing someone from camp in the middle of the night. When you guys have been making your way along here as well, what you'll see is that there are permanent lean-tos that were built in over the north-south pass, and each of them has, in the event that you're caught in a snowstorm or whatever else, it's stocked with supplies and blankets and firewood and all the things you need. But what Brune tells you is that these are seen as like, lobster traps by Yeti. They just know this is a place where you can go and you can get tasty, tasty morsels, because they'll hide there in a snowstorm.
Yikes.
Yes. So then, but fortunately, you do see up ahead the walls of Bryn Shander. So that should give some context to everybody here. Let's move over here.
One thing, did we actually take the wolf skins that we actually shot?
Does anyone have skinning?
Yeah, I don't know whether some of the ranger types might have.
I had something that was like that. Let me check.
Yeah, if there's...
I had a tail. No, I didn't have leatherworking. I had tailoring. That's probably not going to cut it.
Yeah, if someone has leatherworking, then that's fine. But
I should have it.
And I don't think you've got the day to really like stretch the hides out and get them cured and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sorry. It's just because the caravan really wants to make its distance. They're not keen on you treating this stuff. And the caravans, for the ones heading up here, because of how difficult it is, they want to cram every single valuable thing they can and make use of every ounce of weight available. So there's not really extra space to toss wolf carcasses up on there either. So I mean, you could take like a souvenir, like a wolf tail or something like that, if you like. But you know, in terms of actually like skinning the things, it's probably you don't really have time for that yet. But don't worry, from the sounds of things, there's plenty of wolves around for you to do that with. So, however, as you guys make your way, as the wagons roll at last up to the gates of Bryn Shander, and Bryn Shander has gates that are like 2 deep. They are a wooden palisade that goes around, and there's a platform right on top as well that has people walking around on it. So they're seeing you coming up. Well, actually, maybe it's stone. I think it is stone because the dwarves have built a lot of. I know that a lot of the buildings in here are stone as well. Well, it doesn't really matter for right now, but as you roll up. You see townsfolk watching with eager expectation, happy for the arrival of what will certainly be the last caravan from the south for many months to come. The faces of the merchants and the caravan guards show relief and anticipation that almost seems to outweigh the exhaustion as they look forward to warm fires, hot food, soft beds, and most importantly, sheltering walls. So, you guys are, and it seems as if the storm is fighting with you every step of the way, right up until the point when you guys move through these massive walls and into the and into Bryn Shander itself. The streets, you can see there's people beginning to gather to see what's come in. You can see that the Helda, the dwarf that you've been talking to, Kola. I'll put her name in here too. Hold on. There you go. Helda Silverstream. She's sort of like waving at a couple of people as you guys are making your way in. And let me move you over to a map here. Boom. That's what we see, guys. You make your way in. There's sort of a stabling area as you like right beyond the doors where you can stable horses to the one side. You can actually see on that handout on Bryn Shander, it's got a little indication for where the stables are there to your left. Oops, did I put that out? Yeah, okay. However, as you can hear the creaking of the doors behind you, you hear the sound of something inhuman bellowing. And the door slams, and you hear the shouts of guards from behind you. Let's see here. Who's going to roll? Jeff, you just joined the campaign. Why don't you give us a D10 roll? We'll roll for some surprise here. Let's see if these things get an action or not. And while you're 7, no surprise. So you guys are easy. Let me add a handout here so you can see what has just burst its way in. And I'm going to switch to... There we go. Guys, when you look back, loping along and lashing out with its deadly claws, you can see 4 Yeti. They must have been stalking your caravan right up until the point that you guys opened the doors. How desperate must these things be that they're willing to go charging into the community? So, guys, here we go. You ready to see some Yeti? 1, 2, 3.
Why are they there?
All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to have everyone decide what they're doing with the turn. We're on round 1. So as a refresher, I think we what you're doing is someone is going to roll initiative, and then you want to roll low with that, and you will be adding the speed of your action to that, whether it's your casting time, your weapon speed, or just the speed of an action. If you don't know what the speed is, let me know, and I will tell you what the how long it will take you. Most actions take between 3 and 5, or have a speed of 3 and 5.
So are these caravan guards that are around us, or what are they?
They are mostly caravan. They're people who are operating on the caravan or they're caravan guards. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And let's see here. I need to. Oop, wrong guys.
Okay.
So who's rolling initiative?
Let's see here. So I was just checking I need to check the speed. I think because they are large creatures, they actually my action speed is a 5. Just want to double check that quickly. Who wants to roll initiative? Who wants to take the blame or the credit for the first round of combat?
I think not a surprise. I'll do it.
Okay, here we go. So everyone's decided what you're doing. Then here, Brandon, beat my 5. Oh no!
Yes, I did not.
Yeah, you did not.
All right.
All right. So then, guys, I am acting on a... Where is it here? Here we go. Oh, it's +6. Holy shit. I'm acting on an 11. So you guys will have some time.
Or wait.
Okay, let's see what this one does. No, that's not right, not right. Alrighty. Oh, not accordion. Nope. Okay, here we go. Let me turn this down a bit because this is a little loud. There we go. That feels like a Let's Fight Some Yeti tune. All right, so first up is Cola at 7. What are you doing, Cola?
I'm really regretting... first, I'm going to regret having using Blessed earlier.
Okay, this is different day, completely different day. You would have prepared...
Oh.
Yep, so you would have had that... assume that if you...
Shoot. Okay. Then... Oh, well, yeah, okay. So then, instead of... Okay, I'll do that. I'll cast Bless on everyone.
Okay, so remember...
It's going to take a full round to activate anyway, so I might as well get that out right out of the gate.
Okay. So as soon as he sees these things, Cola's immediate instinct is to start chanting out a battle prayer or a battle hymn. Erlich, you are up next at 11. What are you doing?
Oh, shoot. Let's see how far I can go. Okay, so I can reach one of these.
Okay.
I don't think that's wise.
Brune, since you are out here, what you know is fire is incredibly effective against these things.
Okay, cool. Can I hold my action?
I don't know if you guys know that. Brune knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hold my action to see if until they get closer? Can I like move
Yep.
like here and then hold?
Yep, that's
and
fine.
if something gets attacked, and then I'll attack whatever gets close to me.
Absolutely. Okay, so then next up is Tomas.
Okay, Thomas is going to... he was putting his bow away. He's now going to pull it out. He's now going to aim at the one directly in front of him and shoot. These are large, aren't they?
They are large creatures, yes. I mean, no modifier to hit, but you do get to go ahead and make your attack roll. And you're a fighter, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can move, but you can move half your combat move and still shoot at your full rate of fire, if you like.
Do I do that before or after?
You have to move before. You can't split up the missile fire. But you don't lose your attack rate, though. You can split up melee.
No, I'm going to stay in line with the others, I think.
Okay. So, go ahead and make your attack roll. I think we got all the issues with the dice sorted out.
Oh yeah.
Go. Does Bless say all friendly targets or all targets in the area? Because I'm wondering if you're actually going to... All the Caravan guards will benefit as well. Andrew, do you know? Is the phrasing all... who gets the benefit? Is it all your party members? Oh, that's a...
Hold on.
Thomas, that's not a great roll. You guys do have 5 points of Astonishing Fortune if you want to re-roll that.
Okay, can I use one?
Yes, it's your choice.
Oh, I see, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pool. It's a pool of Astonishing Fortune that you guys all draw from. So if you want, just re-roll. Oh my god. Nope. So, okay, so that first one's a miss. Next is Gorwin. Oh, Andrew.
All right.
So yeah, it's range 60 yards, 50-foot cube, and it is all allies in range.
I would count the Caravan guards as them. So you're going to grant a...
with the exception of allies, I don't think this applies in this case, but allies already engaged in melee combat are unaffected by the spell.
Nice. So yeah, no one... Oh, geez. Hopefully these things don't get into melee before. All right.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. Seems like an odd thing to... Well, yeah, all right.
Okay, I think it's because it's the duration is quite long on it, right? So it's intended as a kind of a pre-buff thing.
Fair. Oh yeah, it lasts 6 rounds. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so let's see here. Then, Gorwin, what were you doing?
All right, I'm gonna shoot at this one in the back.
Okay.
All right, strength bonus, dex bonus, misc bonus -1 because I'm an academic.
Okay.
And roll 20s. Yep, not a hit.
Not a hit. Okay, so what is... do you want to spend a point of Astonishing Fortune on that?
Nah.
No? Okay. Then, next up is... I'm just going to put his health bar on there for you. Next up is... actually them, because they're on an 11. All right, so this one goes over here and is going to try and smash that... the people who were excitedly awaiting your, what do you call it, your caravan. Hits once, it does not kill outright, but does, yeah. So one massive claw goes into this person, and then the other one digs into this person. The sheer damage done to their torso tells you that person's not getting up again. This one is going to bolt. Their speed... It's actually quite quick. So it's 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's running over here. And then it's actually going to run. So it's making its way down further into town. This one will go racing in to you guys. So Erlich, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. Oh shoot!
This one's going to jump on the caravan. Put him over here.
Okay. Let's see if I got this right.
Okay. Ugh. And one of the caravan guards has their...
So that should hit, right?
that is a hit. Yes, go ahead and roll
Yeah.
damage. And it's against large creature. So you get to roll, I think it's 3d6 for a great sword.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Well, how the hell? Okay, yeah, I guess. That makes
Okay, so let's see
sense. All
here.
right.
That is...
Voidbringer has lived up to his namesake.
All right.
Rusty thrift store sword.
Exactly.
Hey, he's specially. There's not too many places you get a full size like kukri sword, so he commissioned that shit.
Nice. So here, check this out. Boom! Massive hit on this thing as it comes in. So then it will make its attack on you. Because you are definitely the the scarier of the available targets. Forgot to adjust this. All right. Okay. So first one, he comes in with one massive sweep of his claws. That is a miss. Your
Cool.
AC is at Erlich. I tell you, if you had gone with no armor, as was your original plan, he would have hit.
Okay.
So the first claw
Thank God for
misses.
leather.
Second claw is a nat 20.
Okay.
Fortunately, there's no crits in AD&D, so it's just
Okay.
whatever damage. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
He's also coughing a bit in the background. Okay, so then that's it for the Yeti. Next up is Bryn, Bryn.
Okay. Bruin will move over here by this citizen.
Okay.
Protect them.
Yeah.
And he will yell as loud as he can, "Burn them if you can!"
Nice.
And he will fire his bow.
Go right ahead.
See if he's got a chance here.
Ooh. You want Astonishing Fortune that, or?
No.
Okay.
He's too busy yelling and moving, and he
Absolutely.
flails one wide. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Then next up is, so Gorwin's gone, Brun's gone. We have second volleys from anybody. So Brun should be able to fire second time. Gorwin should, and Tom should. So guys, go ahead and make your shots at your leisure.
Oh, worse. Goodness.
Okay, yeah, oh my gosh, guys. I mean, Yeti suddenly appearing and coming charging in, that is never something you want to see anyway, right? So we're just waiting on... Oh, Thomas misses as well. So guys, that is the end of our first round. Bless goes off, and I think that everyone benefits from it except for Tom. Except for Erlich.
Erlich,
Yeah, because Erlich is actually in melee right now.
Yeah.
Okay then, guys. We are on to round 2. This is a favored attack round, so if you are weapon specialized, you will get a chance. Brandon is no longer rolling initiative for us, so a chance goes to Jeffrey. Everyone decide what you're doing, and then Jeff, kindly beat my 6.
Oh,
Oh, no. So I'm not acting until a 12. So let's see what we got here. Okay.
You just what time of day is it? Is it dark? Are there street lights or street braziers or something
It's
like
still
that? Around?
daytime. Still daylight.
All right. Okay.
But there are, you know what? It is late in the day. There probably are, at the kind of corners of each intersection, there are braziers burning.
Yeah, I think Tom's going to not try and get one of those. He's going to try and back up the team.
All right. So looks like that's everybody. Okay, so I'm not till 12, which means Cola, you are up first. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to do command
Interesting.
and try to order this one by the what's it called? On the caravan here, attacking the guards. I'm gonna try to get it to I don't even know what.
So it's a single word is what you get to say.
Flee or something like that.
A command to die causes it to fall in a faint or cataplectic state for one round.
I think maybe we'll try flee.
Yep. Okay, so So creatures with an intelligence of 13, or those with 6 or more hit dice are entitled to a saving throw. Guess what this thing is?
High enough.
Neither of those! So,
Oh.
that's awesome. So what do you... Is it in Dwarvish that you say this?
Oh.
Because it doesn't matter. They'll understand it. It's a compelled command.
They understand the tone or
Yeah.
the nature of the command, regardless of the
Well,
language.
you're inflicting your god's will on this. This is a...
Yeah. He's gonna. I mean, in the moment of this, he's just gonna default to his native tongue. Yeah.
Love it. Okay. So you guys hear, I'm not sure who speaks Dwarvish, but beyond Cola, but you say something in Dwarvish. And,
Hey!
yeah. Okay, and I think they act actually next. So what you see is this thing, it snaps its head towards you, and then its eyes kind of like, the pupils go down to little pin pricks, and it turns, leaps off of this thing, its hands still bloodied from the lifeblood of the Caravan, what do you call it, the driver, I guess, and leaving little bloodied handprints. It's scampering on almost all fours, trying to get away. So let's see here. It's going to actually run. Cola, you get an attack of opportunity on it, too. Did you have a weapon, a melee weapon out?
I would have had to take it out, I think.
Yeah, so so no attack of opportunity, but this thing goes racing out the door. It is out of the gates right now.
That's right.
Then the one that is engaged with you guys is going to once again try and take Erlich down. One massive swipe of its claws against you, Erlich. And that is an 8. Shoot, that's a hit. Yeah.
That's a hit. Okay.
So you do take 6 points of damage from that one.
Oh, he's gonna get me right.
And then it brings that claw down a second, or the other claw, a second time.
Oh.
Fucking nat 20 again.
Oh, okay. Well, he's down.
Oop.
Okay, are we doing death doors rules of -10 or what's going on?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, death. And then we've got, you check in the actually the full details are in the house rules if you check them out. But
yeah.
However, you only take 3 points of damage from that, so you're at -2.
-2, yeah.
So
He's down.
Yeah. Boom, it knocks Erlich down, but doesn't get a good grip to kind of like. Actually, I think you're at -2, aren't you? Because you were at 1 hit point.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay. All right, that is that one. The other one you can hear it and running further off into town, and you hear screams of people going down there, and then its bellowing cry. The one over here lurches forward, tries to get another tasty morsel. That is a big hit. Misses with its second attack, though. But, 6 points of damage. That may be enough. Yep, another one's dead. What is going on here? All right. So that's all the Yeti. Next up is Gorwin and Erlich. Oh, Erlich, you're down. Yeah, you're not going to start bleeding out until next round. The Erlich, what are you doing? No, Erlich, sorry, Gorwin. I keep taunting. That's just me.
I am dropping my bow, drawing my longsword. I'm gonna run up and stand over Erlich heroically.
Nice.
And try to slash this thing.
Hell yes.
And I'm not gonna. You wanna move the tokens. However, yeah.
Yeah, let's do this to back. There you go. Wah!
All right.
Okay.
Long sword.
Nat 20, you kick it in the head. No.
Dude.
Let's see. Come on.
New targets. That's -1. No, I'm gonna spend Astonishing Fortune on that one.
Good call. It's a lot of nat 1s you guys have had so far. Jeez. Come on.
It's crazy.
And that 3.
So that is not great. Remember,
Okay.
I will point out flanking and stuff like that. That is a thing in this game as well. So you can, if you do want to take advantage of that tactic, you can. Looks like next up is Thomas and Bryn. Now, a reminder that attacks of opportunity are a thing in AD&D. So if you're not taking the withdraw action, then you will draw an attack of opportunity. But you won't get an attack of opportunity just by using your bow in combat, in melee.
Okay, can I drop the bow and pull the longsword and still attack, or
Yep,
is that
absolutely. Yep. If you just drop it into the ground, for sure.
Tom will do that, so he'll pull out the longsword.
Yep. Come on.
Stuff is happening. Sorry if I'm a bit slow. I'm still.
No, that's okay. We're all getting used to the system. So.
Right. Longsword hit.
Let's see. Nice. Yes, that is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll damage against large creatures. So I think it's
large creatures. Yeah.
I think it's 1d12 against large. Is that right?
For the longsword, yes.
Yeah. Holy shit! So Thomas, you cast your bow aside. Your longsword comes out. What is it that you do that kills this creature?
Well, probably just after he's sort of taken Erlich down,
Yeah.
there's an opening in the side, and I just ram the sword straight
Yes.
Nice.
through the chest cavity.
And this thing spins in its
Oh,
disgusting
invade.
face. It kind of snaps at you. Blood comes out of its mouth, and it slumps over, unconscious. Bryn, you're the last one. What are you doing?
Well, now that one's down, I think I'll move a little bit more over here so I can see this one and
Yep.
fire my bow.
Go right ahead.
So, shot one. Ugh,
Not good.
still not good.
Okay. And then we have... Who else is using range attacks? I think you're the only one, Bryn. So I think you're the only one with second volley.
Oh, okay. I'll just take my second shot.
Oh my god.
Toledo.
Jeepers.
Just fantastic so far.
All right, so I believe that is the end of round 2. And Tommy, actually, you would have had second. You're specialized in the longsword. You would have had 2 attacks with it this round. If you wanted to move half your move, I'm not sure if you want to move into melee with the other Yeti or not. They do hit pretty hard, it seems.
Well, yeah. Well, I've only got like 40 moves, so I'm not going to get to it.
Okay. Oh
But
wait,
can I still move to
you could move up to 20.
engage it next term?
So you can move up to 20 because you're human. I'm just moving you back here,
Alright.
so you can see your token.
Yeah. So I'll move over that way, jumping over that one, and I'm going to go around and take that one out.
Okay. Sounds good. That'll be Tom the woefully overly confident. These Yeti aren't so tough. All right.
Well,
so-
hopefully some of the guards are going to come in with me.
yeah. Oh, these things seem to be cutting through them. All right. Next up is, I guess, initiative. So we're on round 3, guys.
So the bless has gone off now, hasn't it?
Bless. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, bless finish.
Sorry, I don't know whether we were counting that in or not. But,
Yeah. Okay. Then
You want me to roll for initiative this time?
who lost last? Jeff lost. Yeah, why
I
not, Mo?
just did,
Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead. So here, wait till everyone decide what you're doing this round, and then
Question
Mo,
in
you're gonna
order.
beat my 8.
I am Kevin. Just trying to figure out. It's not apparent. It's not immediately apparent in the books here. I can't find it quick enough. How many spell slots per day do I have? It's not listed under the priest.
You
There's no
have
table.
1 as a priest, and then you, because of your high wisdom, you have 2 more first level spells. So you
Oh,
would
it's
have
the wisdom that's giving me.
yes.
So I have the okay. So I've
That's
got the 3 total plus the command.
yeah yeah the,
Okay.
yeah.
okay.
Command is just a function of your specialty priest ability. You still had 2 other ones prepared. So whatever those were, I think you said one was Cure Light Wounds, and I don't know what the other one was.
I had 2 cure light wounds and the
And Bless?
what's it called?
Oh.
I had bless, 2 cure light wounds, and then the command is bonus.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. So
Yeah.
yeah, you still have 2
Okay.
Cure Light Wounds you could cast. And I think Cure Light Wound is a casting time of 1. So you just add.
It's in the book. It says 5.
Oh, is it? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then, yeah. So Mo 1 initiative. So I'm acting on a 14. Cola and Tom, for where you are, you can see that there's guards who are standing near the door who sort of like, ran or kind of flinched from the Yeti that just went running out the door. But if they close those doors, then that Yeti may be trapped outside.
Of course, the other ones will be trapped inside with us. But
True. True. Okay. It's the Rorschach
wow.
thing. You're trapped in here with me.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So who are we missing here?
Are we all doing the same thing?
I'm just bleeding.
Oh,
so
you're
I-
bleeding. Yeah. So you'll be at the end of the
Yeah.
round is when you lose that next point.
Okay.
Okay. So then first up, I'm not till a 14. So Gorwin, Cola, and Thomas. Who wants to go first?
I suppose we should avoid too much table talk, but there is a certain immediacy to what I was going to do.
yeah, why don't you go first, since I think I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly obvious. Cure light wounds.
Cause light
on,
wounds.
Erlich.
I'm on the side of the Yeti.
Cause
Ah.
light wounds.
Yeah.
Auril is my goddess now.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to. I'm going to go over to Erlich here
Uh-huh.
and cast Cure Light Wounds
Okay.
on him.
What does it look like as you cast Cure Light Wounds?
So it's touch. So I will lay my hands on his lifeless body. Mutter a low incantation in Dwarvish, and these like glowing light blue, white incandescent dwarven runes will appear on top of him.
Awesome. And if you'd read those, what they are is battle chants. So give us a 1d8 roll. That's how much you recover. Let's see if that restores. And then
Is it? Yeah, I think Brandon, you roll that,
No, you're casting
or
it. You
I'm
roll
casting it. All right,
Yeah,
so-
1d8, you said?
so long as you restore him back to positive, then we take a look at the mortal wounds chart.
7.
Fuck
Okay.
yes. Okay, so hold on.
So I've got 5 hit points. Unless we.
Nope.
Oh.
No, we use house rules. So,
I was looking at those.
yeah, so here's what's going to happen. Let me just grab these. What I need from you is a D. This is from Brandon. So, what is your Constitution score?
It is. It's pretty high. I think it's like 6. I'm pretty sure it's 16.
16. Okay. So let's see here. Your hit points were only. Okay, so no modifier for that. Plus
16,
1 per
yep.
healing magic. Plus 2 for 1 round of injury, so it's plus 3. Plus your Constitution score is a 16, plus 2 more is plus 5. So 1d20 plus 10, and then a d6 roll, please.
So that's 20, and then a d6 roll.
Yeah.
It would be 5.
5. Okay. So here's what it is. You are in shock. You recover with 1 hit point, but you need magical healing and 1 night's bed rest in order to fully get beyond 1. Or you can spend a point of astonishing fortune and bump that up to you were knocked out. You recover with 1 hit point.
Wow.
I think we're probably gonna take a rest after this. So I'll let people keep their astonishing fortune.
I love that you assume Kevin's going to allow a rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
really
What's this rest nonsense you're talking about? What game do you think you're
All right.
playing?
All right.
Okay, so you're at 1 hit point right now, and
hit
you
point.
suffer minor scarring. So you can figure out what narratively that's going to look like. If you
Hell
want...
yeah, he's proud of this.
Nice.
He's gonna-
I'm so badass.
Leviathar's kiss. That's what he'll call it.
Nice.
Oh.
So you can
Like-
tell us what the
like a Prussian dueling scar sort of thing.
So I think you're going to be.
Cola's not going to like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to be stunned for 1 round, effectively,
Okay, sounds
Erlich.
good.
So yeah. All right, then it is Cola and Thomas. What are you guys doing?
Well, I already went.
Oh, sorry. Gorwin
Thomas
and
and
Thomas.
Gorwin.
Gorwin, you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to this caravan guard or civilian or whatever, and do my best to stabilize, put my hands on the wound, all that sort of stuff.
So
if
good.
there's
Yeah,
anything left of
they're
him.
stabilized.
Okay.
What I'll do here. Let's hear. Red for Red Cross. There you go. Okay, so Gorwin's done that, and then Thomas, what are you doing?
So 40 feet movement speed. 10, 20, and then he's going to. It doesn't snap to squares, does it? Yeah, it does. So there, he's going to wait there, and sort of do the bring it to the Yeti. And if he runs in attack, he'll just hit it.
Okay. Uh-oh. I have a dog that's about to bark here. Let's finish this turn, and then we'll take our mid-session break. Because she's... Yeah, I hear. I know. I've got a random encounter. All right, so then next up is Bryn. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna move a little bit so I don't hit my ally and shoot at this one again.
Nice. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
So far, it's been pretty useless.
Come on, now's when it turns around. Yes!
There we go.
Nice.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll damage. And that'll depend on... Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay, let's see how many hit points this sucker has. We got... all right. Nice. So I think you definitely have its attention. And hit this.
Which incidentally wasn't what I was trying to do.
No, attack him.
Yeah.
All right, so then 6 points of damage is... Here we go. Boom! It's a nasty... Sinks right between its shoulder blades, and it kind of turns towards you, snarling and drooling. Its hands covered in the gore of the Bryn Shander citizens. Then it is Yeti turn. So you can hear screams and smashing from over here in this direction, but then this one is actually going to ignore you. So Thomas, go ahead and make an attack roll as it moves past you.
Okay, right.
You can hear it snarling. It's realistic sound effects here.
That was a good sound effect.
Come here. Come on. Are you not coming?
Oh.
Good girl. Good girl.
Oh, hang on.
Good girl.
Oh, actually, it's blessed, so it's one better, isn't it?
Yeah, so AC 9. Still not, not going to hit this. So then this kind of comes over to you. Can I get... Oh, I get charged, so it's minus 2 to hit. Here we go. And Brune, fortunately, you got really good AC. So...
Yeah, hopefully.
That's actually a miss because your AC. So this thing comes racing in with its first claw. Woof! And then its
Ducks
second...
out of the way.
Both of them miss. Both of the claws are big misses on you. Okay. So then, guys...
I have fought wild animals before.
Yes. I'm currently fighting one right now. Ow. So, I hate to do our break during a combat, guys, but let's just take 5 minutes here so I can let our maniac pup outside, and and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It just started snowing where I live.
Oh, gross.
I know, it is really gross. Like, I guess it's appropriate to the environment we're playing in, but I'll take it. That's disgusting. It's the BS kind of snowing too, because you know it's not going to stick. It's just going to melt. But
Yeah, just make a mess, really.
yeah, I hate it when it does that.
Yeah, Kevin's description of the cold made me think of there's a book that I really like where I remember distinctly one sequence where the character can't feel his toes, but he realizes that if he takes his boots off to check them, they're definitely going to get frostbite because it's so cold. So he basically has to sit and wait and just hope that they're not actually frostbitten.
Yeah, I remember the first time I couldn't feel my fingers or toes. That was really, like at all. That was pretty scary for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, as somebody who did not grow up in cold climates and only spends rare amounts of times there, it's
not fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd been in cold before, but that was the one time that happened to me. Like I was still. That particular thing had never happened to me, so it was still scary.
Yep.
Like I was yeah. Excited. I guess once you get used to knowing that, it's like what people say about like if you ever talk to people who do holding your breath exercises, they say like if you learn what's coming next, you're just not as scared anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
I am so tempted to grab a copy of Ash.
Yeah.
Ashba.
I found a copy on Abe Books. Well, I mean, it's not I didn't find a copy. Noble Knight also has an account on Abe Books, and they've got it here. And it'd be cheaper. It's weird. The shipping through them is $12 US, but to buy it directly from Northwind Adventures, it's the 70 plus $45 shipping to Canada. All US.
for shipping to Canada?
Yep.
What
It's
the hell?
It's
Well,
insane.
I wonder, is that just right now when the borders are supposedly closed, or
No, it's been like that because I've periodically gone and taken a look. But shipping to Canada for most of these, because they're small publishers, and they have to use whatever, they're at the mercy of whatever. They can't do like shipping through a store or through Abe Books or whatever. Like they can benefit from bulk shipping, where they'll just get thrown onto a skid with a bunch of other stuff going up there, so they get lower rates.
I've ordered from like what's Gabber Lux in Hungary before directly, and like it was only like $20 for which is still a lot for shipping, and that's
The shipping and customs for coming into Canada are brutal.
Yeah,
for Bryn
this
Shander,
also has
yeah.
more to do with like Canadian laws and NAFTA and all this other stuff about how this stuff works. But
For shipping, like as an example, let me think here. Who won it last? John won the one of our what do you call it? One of the raffle prizes from last year's Hero Save Villages raffle, and Beetle and Grim. When I shipped my copy up here, it cost me more to ship it to me than it did to ship it back to the States. And I don't think they were like gold plating it. That's just the cost of shipping for whatever reason. USPS is just more expensive than shipping from Canada Postal Service.
huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's why this one's attractive. It'd be $12 US.
Yeah,
12.
yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't reply. Yeah, no, that's Noble Knight is oh, it is. I have a problem. It's a challenging relationship with them. I order too much shit. Was so
no, I'm
good.
gonna buy too much shit.
I also saw they have not on their A books listing, but on their Noble Knight site itself. If I want to order directly from the store, they also have. I was telling Kevin they have Rapanathuk,
Yeah.
which I'm like, I don't know when the heck I'm gonna run that mega dungeon.
Yeah.
But
If you, well, we'll talk about it afterwards too. But I've actually got some other. I got another suggestion for you. If you want a mega dungeon that's going to be more reasonably priced, that's quite good. There's a couple ones by Greg Gillespie that are for 5e.
well, Barrel Base for sure.
Yeah, Barrel Maze is yeah. It's we
The,
got.
the 5e conversions of those though are kind of.
I don't know the system well enough,
yeah,
and I haven't
yeah.
run them in 5e. I just know they're there.
He makes a lot of assumptions about how 5e works. That
No, but
don't
he
really-
didn't write them.
Oh, well, whoever. No, you're right. The
Yeah.
people who converted them, like, well, what they do is they say like, oh, this person's a 4th level fighter. That's not really how 5e usually treats NPCs, like, because it would be way too time consuming to build up a 4th level fighter in 5e. But
So, all right, guys, we are going into round 4 here now. So I think Mo is king of initiative still. So guys, decide what you're doing this round.
shuddering.
And then Mo,
Oh, okay.
beat my 10. Now, nobody thought to tell the guards to close the gate. So they're still terrified, and that Yeti has come barging back in and is making its way back down towards the square.
Oh,
Hey guys, I was busy healing. I can only do
All right,
two.
nice one, Mo. Yeah, so 4. So I'm not acting until a 16.
hey, guards, be guards.
Shoot.
I'm still in shock. I can't do anything, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine they're a bit like Sergeant Colon and Nobby. You know, they're deciding to.
Yep.
Yeah, the guards are also these. Remember, in first ed, these guys are going to have like 1 to 8 hit points at most. I know you guys do as well, but they.
You know
right.
what?
Is there like a disengage or something
Yep,
like
withdraw.
that I can do?
Withdraw. You can move half your move. Let's see here.
Okay.
Is it here? Withdraw from a melee engagement, moving a third of your combat move, suffering no free attacks, and gain +2 to your AC.
Okay. So I
Okay,
put that on 4.
Okay. Yep.
Just to be annoying, Kevin, the rules for the Allegor priest
Yep.
says I can cast command in combat situations twice per day.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Run away! Run away again!
Well, who knows?
Yeah, your singular command will be repeat.
Yeah. Rinse and repeat, motherfucker.
What's the range in that?
Ooh, that's a good question. This document.
Yeah, I had-
Range 30 yards.
I had command open. Hold up, I can find it for you.
I got 30 yards.
30 yards. Oh yeah, so that's 90 feet. You're good. You are good. All right. So then, who am I missing here? Oh wait, Erlich is
Me?
stunned. Right.
I'm stunned. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So then, first up is Bryn. Go ahead. You move a third of your move, so I think you can move about 2 squares. And then Cola, you're up next.
Is Brun? Yeah.
Yeah,
he's just
deciding
disengaging,
where
so-
to
I
move.
didn't know if you're muted. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm deciding where to move.
Okay.
I don't want to. Like, would you say I can move 2/3 of my squares?
1/3 of your squares.
Oh,
So,
1/3.
Yeah. So your normal move is an 8. You can move. I'll say 3.
Yeah.
Look how generous I am. Oh my gosh. Sicking 4 Yetis on you guys right at the... That's generous indeed. All right, so then it is Cola. What are you doing?
We already know. Repeat.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at the one that's trying to run back in.
Yep.
I'm gonna yell flee again.
Okay. Once again, you... And this thing kind of like almost like slides to a halt, turns scrambling, and then goes running outside the door again.
Yeah. I like look like I'm still here.
Nice. Well, this thing's like 9 feet tall too, so that's pretty impressive. All right. So I'm not until 16. So I mean, next up is Thomas and Gorwin.
Okay. Thomas steps forward, expecting to be flanking.
Okay. And then sees Bryn run away. Wait.
Hang on. That's not how it works.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. I will give you a flanking bonus. I'm going to reduce its AC a little bit because its attention is focused on Bryn. So go ahead and make your attack roll. That's a hit again. Jeepers. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Right.
Go. Oh. Still a pretty good hit, though. Okay. So you carve a bloody line across the white fur of this thing's back, and it snarls and spins around. Gorwin, what are you doing?
I am doing basically the same thing as Tom, moving in to strike.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's my longbow. I want to hit with the long sword.
Okay. That is a hit, too. Go ahead and roll damage. Holy shit.
Okay.
Nice.
How does this thing die?
I think I just in a kind of complete haze kind of leap at it and stab it in the chest and then sort of fall backwards, knocked backwards by the, sheer amount of weight and muscle and stuff, leaving my sword stuck in it.
Nice.
And it collapses.
Awesome. Okay, so then the Yetis go. So the one that, like I said, the one that was commanded again skids to a halt and goes racing outside yet again. Cola, I think you have an angle for that. The guards still are too, like, they're stunned and not reacting unless otherwise instructed. And you can hear smashing of and cries again from down in this direction.
How is sort of combat banter handled in this? Can we just yell at the guards, close the gate?
Absolutely. If you want
All right,
a full sentence, then yeah, then you would need to take your turn, but you can just shout a word or two out, yeah.
Yeah, close the beep beep gate.
So they can have like, oh yeah, and they turn and they both start pushing the door shut. Try and keep that one Yeti out. That is the end of round 4, guys. We are on to round 5. Okay, so and Mo is still dominating initiative. So everyone decide what they're doing, and then Mo beat my 8. Ooh. It had to come to an end sometime. Okay, so then my first action is on a 15, guys. All right. And I think the first up are going to be... Yes, okay, so Gorwin and Erlich, you were up first. What are you doing?
So I'm going to repeat Thomas's shout, close the gate.
Yep, and they've done...
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. And if there's anything left to save, or I guess I can't do that this turn, but next turn I'm going to try to stabilize these guys.
Okay. How much did you move?
I had to run, so I
you had to run.
6,
Okay. So you're racing over there. Yeah.
Next turn.
All right. And then Erlich, what are you doing?
So, remind me, how far can we run in one turn?
Well, the thing is that retrieving, you're only going to be able to make a combat move because if you're going to grab your sword again, retrieving an item from the ground is your action.
Oh, okay. So I'll just do that and move.
Sure.
my
So
normal,
you
but
move
not
your
actually
combat
attacking.
move. I'll let you scramble
Okay.
to your feet. You don't have tumbling, do you?
No, I don't.
Hey.
So is that 20 feet or 30 feet?
Give me a dex check. Let's see.
Okay.
If that'll, I'll let you kip up and then make your combat move, which is half your movement.
I think my dex is not that great. I think
Okay.
it's, let me check.
A
that.
10? Oh, I think it's got to be.
I think my dex is like, I think my dex is 10.
That's good enough. So then you scramble to your feet. Go ahead and
Yeah.
move. Half your move would be 20 feet. So go ahead and move 20 feet.
Okay.
And you got your sword back in your hand. Again, you can hear
Yep.
the smash and screams from over in this direction still.
From that direction? All right.
Over here. The 1 hit point. I got this!
I don't know if I'm going that direction yet. I might be retreating. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. All right, then it is. So Gorwin's gone. Erlich is gone. I'm not till the 14. So it looks like Thomas and me are acting in the same round. You hear, again, a snarl and screams from over in this direction.
Wait, which one? From the right or the up?
Yeah, that one that ran down the alleyway.
Yeah, down the street.
Yeah. The door is shut now, but the so whatever is outside is locked outside the gates. But there is something that's still doing something inside the walls. Then Thomas, what were you doing?
I'm going to run towards that alleyway.
Okay.
So that's 8 squares, isn't it? So.
Yep. And every second diagonal counts as 2. So you've got 8 squares. So just
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Excellent.
And I'm going to beckon the other caravan guys behind me. Follow me.
Nice. Okay. Then yeah, I'll say 2 of the. Here, give me a 1d4 roll. Let's see how many guys are coming. What's your charisma?
11.
Okay. I always picture when you guys mistype like that you're actually throwing a dice at my head. Like, eh. Nope. Slash R 1d4.
Oh, I didn't know you could abbreviate it. Oh,
Yep. Perfect. 2 of them. Okay, so 2 of the guards are like, yeah! And they come running out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. They're running along with you. So you have some backup. That was Thomas. Next up is Cola. What are you doing? I think your mic might be... Yeah,
Sorry.
That's okay.
I had thought to try to help out Erlich again, but he seems to be up and running again.
He's run back by the caravan. It's kind of like...
Well, I put in the wrong number anyway. I put in for a melee, so I'm gonna draw my axe.
Okay.
And I will follow
So,
Tom.
just as a reminder, well, I mean, if you haven't read the house rules, the way that I handle drawing weapons, I'm assuming that if they are on your person, then it's not an action. You can just draw it out. It's at a quick ready, either sheath or, it's on a loop or something. If you're retrieving it from the ground, that's when it takes an action. So,
Okay.
yeah, so you can draw it and go racing over. Go ahead.
All right.
You can move your full movement. As a dwarf, get ready. Hold on. Don't feel this is, too generous, but you can move
feet or something, right?
You can move a total of 4 squares.
Oh, wow! I better not spend them all at once.
The little legs, don't fail me.
2. All right.
What a distance, runners. Okay, and then it is Bryn. What are you doing?
I'm moving and following this group here. I just have my bow out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so then I think that is the end of the round. That we're on to round 6 now, guys. Mo, your illustrious career as dice roller has come to, or initiative roller has come to an end after a very victorious series of rolls. Arlen, why don't you give me a roll? Uh-oh. Beat my 2.
Oh.
Come on, here it comes. Oh, nice. I am not till an 8. So, you guys go ahead and enter what turn you're acting on.
I don't know.
Nice. Okay. So first up will be Erlich. What are you doing?
He crouches down, slouches down by the cabin, pulls out his wineskin, takes a swig, and starts rethinking his life.
What the hell was I thinking coming up here?
Yeah. God, who am
Love
I?
it.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's, if you've seen the latest Picard, this is where Agnes is. When they're going through a warp conduit, she's hiding under the desk saying, please stop, please stop.
Exactly, yeah.
I was so wrong.
All right. So then let's see here. Next up is I'm on an 8. So you hear again roars, screams, and more. The shouts you're hearing are shouts of men as well too. And there's commands being called out. So you think that there might be the guards may have been involved elsewhere in town. So that was an 8. 7 is Thomas and Gorwins. You guys go ahead and act first.
So, looking down that street, can I see any of them?
You cannot. The sound does seem to be coming from somewhere up around here, though.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll just run. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. I'll just run up to that street.
Okay.
Sort out, waiting for action.
Okay. And then, what about Gorwin? What were you doing?
Gorwin's doing his best impression of a real medic on this guy.
Okay. Stabilized.
Yep.
Nice. Excellent. Okay. And then it is Cola. What are you doing?
I'm still following. Do I? Oh, well, the doors seem to be fairly, like, I'm confident that the guards got it.
I think if you spare to look back, before you ran, you would have seen that they did actually close the doors. But I don't think you can actually see the doors from where you are, right? Because if you go straight north, there's that big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'll get rid of that Yeti as well too. Goodbye, Yeti.
Okay, I'll follow Tom. 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
At least attempt to follow.
If you don't mind taking the AC penalty, you can run, which is up to double your combat move. So you could move 8, but you suffer a penalty to your AC. It's either you lose your dex bonus or you get -2 to your dex.
I think we'll just hoof it.
You're keeping your
We'll
pace.
get there when we get there.
Okay, and then it's Bryn. What are you doing?
Again, just following along.
Okay, go right ahead. Tom's got 2 caravan guards that are in tow with him as well. All right, then that's the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 7. You tied Arlen, so you're still rolling an initiative. Go ahead and decide what you're doing, guys. And then Arlen, beat my 1.
Bearing in mind, everyone, that my bless
Wait.
is now over, I believe.
Yeah, that's a 1. That's not a 10. Oh, bless is over. Okay.
It lasted for 6 rounds. Last turn would have been the last.
Okay.
Well, wait. No, because it starts at the end of the
Yeah.
turn on which it was
The
cast,
7th
right?
round, I
Yeah.
think.
So this turn will be the last turn of bless.
Okay.
Bless less turns or rounds because they're different.
Rounds.
Yeah.
Rounds.
Yeah. The reason that's important, Andrew, is because turns are 10 minutes in the game.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Kev, correct me if this is correct. I keep using my bow number for my turn action because if I see it, I want to be able to shoot on the same time that I'm moving.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like you're only moving half your combat move as well, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's exactly what you need to be. Yeah, because you're just stocking up, getting ready to take that shot.
Right. He's got his bow out and up the whole time.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh. So I've been using the speed on my axe as my initiative, but I've also been moving my full 4 squares. So that means I will not get to attack if I see it.
Yeah. So the benefit is if you're just moving, it's a 0 speed action.
I should have been doing that. Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, you guys, there's nothing you're engaged with right now, so just a good opportunity to learn. So I rolled 1, 6. Shoot. All right, so I'm acting on a 7, which I think is Erlich and Kola get to go first.
Yeah, because I'm just moving.
Okay, go right ahead.
Erlich, go first if you're.
I'm gonna go up here and see. I think this is the one that Gorman was treating earlier. I'm gonna try to look with my inexpert eye to see if there's anything whatsoever I can do to offer this guy.
He's stabilized. Whatever Gorwin's done, he's sort of like, put your hand here, come on, and then got the other person to help, so they're not dying any longer. And Gorwin has done that with the other person as well too.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him if there's anything I can do to help him.
He's unconscious. Yeah, so you're kind of panicked and okay.
I'm gonna look over and try to look like I'm doing something.
Dragging a long sword or the two-handed sword in one hand, wineskin in the other. You need anything? No, you're good.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna do my 1, 2, 3, my movement.
Yep.
There.
Okay. And then again, you hear smashing and roars, and you hear someone shouting out. What is he saying? What is he saying? He's saying. Get Slim! Get Slim! Where's Slim? Someone is shouting out in a panicked voice. And then it is Gorwin and Thomas going next.
Same as last turn for me, just on the other one.
Okay, so that
Well, yeah,
first-
Tom's just going to keep running up the street then.
Yeah,
that
one is
I think
stabilized
we actually run out of map there.
as well.
But no, we haven't.
Nope.
No.
Plenty of map to go.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So what you can see, just around the corner there is a shop. And it looks like you can't see the Yeti in there right now. But there is the front window is completely smashed in. And whoever's shouting out that find Slim, they're right around the corner. The Yeti is inside the shop, and you can see right about here the bloody carcass of a guard. And your guards are coming.
Okay, is he obviously completely dead?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're running up, and then it is who is not gone yet? Cola has. Oh, wrong turn here.
Yeah, sorry, I corrected my.
Oh, that's okay. Then Bryn, you're up next. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, following along.
So I think from where you are, you can see where that guard is now as well, just right up here, dead. Okay. And I think that is it for.
But I don't see anything. I just see a dead guard. I
Yeah,
don't
you just see a dead guard. You're not
Okay.
quite far enough forward. Tom can see that the shop for this, and it looks like it's an apothecary shop. You can see the sign of the mortar and pestle there. Round 8, guys. Let's roll initiative. Arlen, unfortunately, your time as our initiative roll has come to an end. Andrew, would you kindly beat my 8? The dice really are playing in hard mode with you, Arlen. So 1s and 2s. Okay, 5. Nice. Okay, so you guys are up first. I'm up till a 14. And Tom, you could feel free to shout something back to Bryn if you want to help him make the decision. You guys can always.
In the shop, I'll call back.
Okay.
And sort of point towards the apothecaries.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So then it looks like first up will be Gorwin and Cola.
Go ahead, Erlen.
Okay. I'm gonna shout to these guys, kind of milling about. Help me with these men. Just
Okay.
to. Yeah.
They sort of double blink and oh, of course. And come racing over. They're looking at the corpses, trying to, make sure that the Yeti that you guys have killed are actually down. But then they come running over to finally actually, do something. And Cola, you're running up.
Yep. Just running up.
Okay.
Make him out.
Okay. And then it is Thomas. What are you doing?
I'm going to move to the window and look in, I think. So
Sure.
the window is on the sort of corner here.
Yeah.
So that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Okay.
So I'm going to look in the window. Obviously, I don't
Sure.
have
So there's an
enough to get
intact
in, so-
window on the north side. There is a destroyed window on this side here.
Oh, well, I'd look in the 6.
Okay.
I don't know enough, so I'd actually go down there and look in the destroyed window.
Sure. So what you see, the person who is screaming out about Slim is actually a guy right about there. There we go. Who is kind of collapsed against the wall. He is dressed in the long smock and robe that you would guess is an apothecary. If you were to guess, this person may be the person running this shop. And he's sort of like, ugh! And when you come around, running around the corner, he kind of, his eyes light up, and then he looks at you, and he looks at inside the shop, and it is a disaster in there. There are 2 guards who are dead, and there's a Yeti that is sort of has just finished smashing one of their bodies up against the corner, and it looks to you. There's kind of various smells and sort of mists, or what do you call it, clouds of particulates that are sort of drifting up because this thing has ruined nearly everything inside this shop. Your allies come running up, and then they see the Yeti in there. Would you kindly, Thomas, give me a 2d10 roll, please? We're going to make a morale check for these guys now that they see this Yeti in here. Let's see if their nerve will hold. Ooh. That's your charisma. Your charisma, you said, is a 10? Well, 10 or 11.
11, but I don't get a bonus or anything.
No. Okay. So they kind of see it, and they are, like, looking at you like... They're not running, but they look like they're going to run right away. All right, then I think it is... Bryn, what are you doing?
Okay. I saw them turn the corner there.
Yeah, and you heard Tom look behind you and say, it's in the shop, and went racing up.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't quite see it yet.
No, I can't quite make it there.
Okay, so then a 14 is this thing. I'm going to see if it notices you. I'm going to give it a 1 to 2 on a d6. It does notice you, so it then goes charging up. I'm going to give it -2 to hit just because of the... it's all in all these like broken shelves and whatnot. Tom has an AC of 7. That is a miss! So it comes racing in. It kind of stumbles, claws clumsily in front of you, and then Tom... Second one misses as well. So Tom, you are... this thing is engaged with you right now, but it has not hit. Did you move 8 or did you move 4?
I moved 8, so that was a full
okay.
move. Yep.
Okay. You can see that these two guards are about to turn and run as well. All right. Now, guys, we are on round 3. Andrew, you are still king of initiative, I believe. So, everyone decide what you're doing, and then Andrew, beat my 3, please.
Okay.
Nice. Excellent. No problem. Fantastic. Okay, so. All right. I'm not until a 9. Excellent. So, Cola and Erlich, you're up first.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move up.
Yeah.
That's quick and easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to where Gorwood is helping people being guilted into actually maybe doing something up here.
Okay. And Gorwin, what are you doing?
I was gonna go walk over to Erlich and ask him if he's all right.
He's looking pretty messed up.
Looking pretty messed up, but he's yeah.
What's the scarring we see?
Oh, it's totally down the center of his chest. It's kind of ruined his good little tunic that he had up, but he thinks he can make it work. It's really good.
Okay, so Cola, you go racing forward. These things are going to move, or the guards are going to move. They turn, and unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. They're starting to run away.
Cowards.
Yeah, cowards indeed. Fucking hirelings. Then it is... well, in fairness, I mean, it is a giant scary monster, so... then it is Thomas's turn. What are you doing? This is an odd turn. So you only have 1 attack. Mo, what are you thinking? Oh, you're muted, Mo. Or at least I can't hear you.
No, sorry. You can do like a full defense.
Absolutely. You have 2 choices there. You can, let's see here. You can, well, if you want to move back, you could withdraw. You can move a third of your combat move and get +2 to AC, and he won't get a free strike on you.
Right,
or you
okay,
can
so
parry, which is you gain +2 to your AC plus your strength to hit bonus. But if I roll a nat 20, I break your weapon.
Okay, I'll parry then because I've got a good strength.
Awesome. What's your strength bonus to hit?
+3.
No, that's damage. What's your bonus to hit?
Oh,
Remember, it's different in each of those are different in AD&D. I think it's
well,
+1.
it's an 18, 21.
Yeah, which I think
to
is...
hit. It's +1, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you get plus... your armor class is 3 better, so your AC is currently a 4.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you stand firm against this thing, your longsword up in a defensive posture. Then it is Bryn. Bryn and the Yeti are acting simultaneously. So, Bryn, go ahead.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I move up. Is there any window or anything I can see it through?
It smashed the whole front end of the window out. You can get a clear shot on this thing. You
Oh,
are
okay,
firing into
perfect.
melee, so it's -3 to hit, but otherwise you're good.
So, okay, submit that -3.
You guys have how many Astonishing Fortune left?
We
3?
have 3 left right now.
3. Oh, you want Astonishing Fortune that, Bryn?
No, I don't think I will this turn.
Okay. So then it is the Yeti's turn. We got 2 claws on Tom. So your AC is currently a 4. That's a hit. 5 points of damage on
Oh.
Tom.
Brings me to 0, unfortunately.
Okay, so you're down to a 0. And now that it has this, has the attention, it staggers out. And I think you're the one who's attacked, so it's gonna... You know what it's gonna do is it scoops up some like smoldering debris and whatnot, like the random stuff, and tosses it at you, Bryn. So
Okay.
as its second claw attack, that's a hit. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. So on a, I'm gonna get you to roll a dice. Bryn, on a 1 or a 2, it's something that is something that is volatile. On a 3 or a 4, I'm just going to roll damage normally. On a 5 or a 6, it's something beneficial. So give me a D6
Okay,
roll.
here we go.
Let's see what random crap is in the shop. Oh, it's volatile. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, so he tosses this stuff, and then as it hits at your feet, it explodes. Would you give me a save versus breath weapon?
Oh god. It's this one.
Okay.
Ugh.
Do you want Astonishing Fortune that?
Yeah, I think I'd better.
Okay. Come on.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, so this thing explodes at your feet, sending you back. You take 8 points of damage.
Well, I'm down.
Okay.
Oh god.
So then it is.
wait,
That was the
actually,
Yeti's
that's-
turn. I think that's the end of its round. Then it is. I think that's it. I think it's everybody on that round. We're on round 4. And I'll say 2 more guards are racing down here. The far end. Oop. Here we go. Alrighty. So, then it is Andrew, who's still rolling initiative. Everyone decide what you're doing. Andrew, beat my 4, please.
Not this time.
Oh, okay. So I'm acting on a 10. You see, Cola, that something gets tossed. Bryn shoots one arrow off. He something tosses something down and explodes at his feet.
We can... Gorwin and Erlich can probably hear the
Oh, yeah.
chaos come from... Okay. yeah.
Absolutely. And you would have heard Tom shouting out, "It's in the shop!"
All right.
The explosion is something new.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right. So everyone, and then we just need Erlich. Oh, Erlich, no, we don't. We got him, and oh yeah, the other 2 are down. Okay. So first up is Erlich and Godwin. What do you guys, or Gorwin? What are you guys doing?
These 2 guys are okay, right?
They're fine.
The
Yeah,
ones
they're
fine?
stabilized now.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move my
Well,
full movement towards.
Yeah, fine, exactly. You
I'm
gotta
gonna
love
move
that.
my full movement towards the side of the explosion.
Yeah, go ahead. And remember, you can run to go double your distance. You just take an AC penalty.
So that would be 80 feet.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So you guys are going to run over there. Then I'm on a 10. So the Yeti stalks out. It sees those guards down there and begins racing towards them. This guy's still screaming about because I think the guards are shouting at this thing, so it's going to start running down here. And then it's Cola's turn. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna move up to Bryn,
Okay.
and I'm letting loose my last cure wounds,
Okay.
cure light wounds of the day.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll 1d8.
Oh man.
Whoa. But he's stabilized at 0. So that is
Yeesh.
a good thing. I think that's it for you guys. So the guards are going to go in. I need 2 1d20 rolls, please. So let's get 2 of you guys to go ahead and give me a d20 roll. And the first 2 I see will be the ones I'll use. Net 1.
Oh, no.
So these guards are having difficulty engaging this Yeti. We're on to round 5. So
Doing
Tom,
so well with the initiatives.
yeah, Tom, you're at -1 right now. Okay. Then
I thought it was on 0.
you're right, but you
Five.
when you lose 1 hit point at the
Oh,
end.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you don't die until -10, so you're not dead or anything. Just you need someone to stabilize you. Okay, then it is. Let's see here. I think we're on to Brandon rolling initiative now.
No.
So
That'll be a one-time thing.
beat my 6.
Yeah, watch me get a 10.
Come on.
I told you.
I'm acting on a 12. So Bryn, you're at 0 right now. You're not at -1.
Shit.
Okay. Erlich, Gorwin, and Kola are the ones that are up. I think this Apothecary goes forward and starts barking at people. And then he will feed... Give me a 1d6 roll, Tom. Oh, actually, no, sorry, Tom. Give me a 2d4 plus 2 roll. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I just realized it's going to get you over 0 anyway. Tom, what I need from... What is your constitution?
Hang on.
Okay, and Gorwin and Erlich... the only thing I need is Kola. What are you doing this round?
Yeah, sorry. I was just checking, because I think I'm tapped out for most things, but,
Okay, so do you have the healing proficiency?
I do, but it is listed under non-combat skills, so that was my question. Can
No.
I use healing?
Yeah. So if you look at the... what healing can do is you can attempt... and if the character tends another within 1 round of wounding, your ministrations restore 1d3 hit points. So
Oh,
actually...
it says within 10 minutes of being injured, it said, okay, I thought that was outside of combat.
That's outside of combat, but within combat. As long as you do it within 1 round, you get to restore 1d3. So actually, you may have... Knowing that was the case, would you have immediately provided healing to... non-magical healing to Bryn, and then done Cure Light Wounds on Tom?
I didn't. I apologize, team. I did not realize the most efficacious way
It's okay.
to do this. I think it makes more sense for him to do the sure thing first,
Okay.
and then the bonus with the Cure Light Wounds, because it's randomized, would be the
Sure.
bonus.
So give us a 1d3 roll.
Okay.
Because Bryn, you actually might be up here instead.
So I guess 1d6 and we take half.
Sure. Or you just... I mean, it's
or
it's
you
roll
need
20.
roll 20.
You can roll a d77.5 if you want.
All right, so it's a 5, so it'd be a 3.
Nice. Okay, so Bryn, now give us... what is your constitution?
It's 14.
14,
Wait,
okay.
check.
Plus
Yeah,
1,
14.
plus 3, plus 4, 5. Give me a 1d20 plus 10 roll, please, and a d6 roll.
Sorry, a 1d20?
D20 plus 10 and a 1d6.
Oh, D20 plus 10.
Nice.
Whoa.
So you know what? You're at 1 hit point, and you are completely able to get back up. And then the D6.
Cool. 6. 3.
3. You suffer minor scarring. So it's something minor. And it says 3 minor scars equal 1 notable scar. So this is some minor thing from this. Excellent. So that would have happened last round. On this round, Cola, what were you intending?
Okay, so I'm still tapped out for magic because I would use the cure light wounds on him after the healing. So
then-
I guess I'll.
So if you're using the Cure Light Wounds after healing, that means that you would now have...
I would have the spell now, and now is when I would do it.
Okay, yes, and you're doing it on...
Right?
Yep.
And I think I would do it on Tom. So okay, so
Well,
I
you can
gotta
see
add
the Apothecary is pouring something into Tom's mouth.
Oh. Okay, and I recognize that this, I'm fairly,
I mean,
I trust the guy.
I don't think you can tell what he's putting in his mouth, but I mean, unless he's trying to kill a dead man, then it's probably going to be
Fair.
something beneficial.
Fair. Okay.
Good.
Well, then maybe I will hold off on the on cure for now. Sorry. So I guess my initiative then would be just the 8 because I'm gonna just move.
Okay, so Tom, what I need from you is a D20.
Con 14, by the way.
Oh, thank you. D12. I was just checking your character sheet too. I need a D20 plus 12 roll from you, please. Here we go. 24. So you are conscious with 1 hit point, and give me a D6 roll, please. 3. Ooh, you lose 1d3 fingers on 1 hand.
Oh,
And you could spend a point of Astonishing Fortune to bump that up to just be minor scarring.
yeah.
I think I'll do that.
yeah.
As a bow special.
Oh my
Not
God,
knowing all the
this
things
is
is a bit
brutal.
of
Okay, so you're at 1 hit point now, and you kind of sputter open, and there's this Apothecary who has just poured something down, and he's looking at you like... And the first thing he says to you, "Did Slim send you?" And now on this round, so Tom is conscious, Bryn is conscious. We had a roll of
8.
8.
And everybody's just acting on 8.
Okay, so everyone's acting on an 8. I'm acting on a 14. So, everyone's acting on 8. What are you guys doing? If you want to, those of you who have fallen, if you're collecting your weapon, remember that's your action for the turn. You can still move half your, or you can stand, or you can give a dex check and stand and move half your combat move. So what are we doing here? Erlich looks like he's running up.
I'm running.
Okay, so you can
There
see
we go.
this Yeti is at the far end and is engaging with 2 town militia.
Okay, I'll get.
There's an Apothecary who is just
like that.
standing over the prone figure of Thomas.
I might go between the group here.
Yep.
So, but my healing can't. Well, I've already committed to my action, I guess, and I said nothing. So, okay.
Let's see here. Healing.
Because these guys are still not in good shape.
So give us a proficiency check for healing, please. So I forgot to do that last time, but...
And what die would I be?
So that's if you just click on the dice next to your healing proficiency, under non-weapon proficiencies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, that's against 1. Okay, hold on. There's a problem. Well, you rolled a 3. We'll fix the problem on the character sheet afterwards. A 3 is more than good enough. Give me a 1d3 roll.
So, 2.
2. Thomas, you regain 2 more hit points. Oh, and you're muted. And then Thomas, what are you doing? And then we'll go to Bryn and Gorwin. Are you moving, or are you
I am picking up my bow where I dropped it and then moving half my combat move.
go right ahead?
1,
Yeah,
2,
I'm going to
3,
pick up my
4.
sword and like slump against the
Yeah, I've done my part.
side of the building for a round.
Okay, sounds good.
Like they.
Okay. And then on the Yeti's turn, let's see here. Against one of the guards, that is a hit. I'll roll attack and hit points for the guard at the same time. Does not kill the first guard, so follow up on the guard is a miss. So one of these tough little militia guards is like, You gotta do worse than that. And speaking of guards, your cowardly guards keep running in your direction, Gorwin. Gorwin, as they're running along, they scream at you, "Run! He's gonna kill us all!" Then we are on round 12, guys. So, everyone, who's rolling? Jeff, I think it's back to you now. So, Jeff, beat... Oh, what did Bryn do? Oh, he grabbed his bow and stood, right?
Yeah, he got his bow
Okay.
and stood up.
Beat my 8.
Yes.
Nice. So, I'm not till 14, guys.
Okay. What do we got? 3. I don't know.
Okay. And who am I waiting on here?
It's
So you're
is healing something I can do always?
heal only within 1 round of injury.
Okay, so like I can't do anything for Eric. His time's like done.
No.
Bruin's now done.
Yep,
And Tom, I've already done it too.
correct.
Okay, man, I understand why healers are such a hot commodity.
Heck yeah.
And I'm feeling awful for all of you guys because like I'm like 3 of you.
Hey, you're keeping them up.
I can't do anything.
I think you and you still have 1 cure light left as well.
I do have 1 cure light wounds left. That I can apply to any one of these 3. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, Sophie's choice. Sophie's
dear.
choice.
No. Okay. Well, first of all, let me get my initiative.
Okay.
Let's not delay anything.
And then
here.
I think Gorwin, you're up
Alright.
first. So you go ahead and move.
All right. I am just running up next to Bryn.
Nice.
And then, of course, I turn and see. There's the Yeti.
Yeah. Okay.
And
And then
it's
it's an outstanding reaction too. Then it is Cola and Erlich. What are you guys doing?
Okay. I was thinking about throwing Voidbringer right at this thing.
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance of that getting there.
Oh, okay.
It's 60 feet down. No,
Well, if I take 20 feet forward and then throw it, would
No.
that possibly do it?
no,
like
no. Not if you want it to do damage on this thing. Absolutely not.
it goes and it,
Somebody's been playing a little too much 5e.
You know what? I'm gonna do that just because it's funny.
Sure.
I do that. I run and I throw the sword.
Okay, so you successfully give us an attack roll. If you roll a nat 20, I'll let you roll some damage on this thing.
All right.
So let's
I'll
see.
just roll the 20. Nah.
No.
Just gonna
Okay.
clack.
But you do have to move yourself forward, so I'm going to put you here
Okay.
so you get
that
even
works.
close to. So you have successfully
Okay.
disarmed yourself. Cola, what were you doing?
Well-
where exactly is the sword though, for reference? Before I want
At the foot of the Yeti.
Oh God.
I mean, so I was gonna do. Well, I'm gonna do cure wounds. I was going to randomize it between the 3 of them. But since Eric has just run off, I'm gonna randomize it between Bruin and Tom. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do a D4. 1 to 2, it's Bruin. 3 to 4, it's Tom. That
Okay.
way, it's all fair. Okay, so there we go. Bruin, I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna do cure light wounds. My last one of the day.
Here we go. 1d8.
There you go.
Whoa.
Back up to full. Awesome.
Much
So Bruin,
appreciated.
yep, those dwarven runes appear around you, and you are fully restored. Then it is actually Bruin's turn. Or no, Tom's turn next. What are you doing, Tom?
I'm going to ask the alchemist. They're afraid of fire. Have you got anything that burns? sort of like-
Yeah, let's say it's going to take him at least one round to grab it. Give me a D3 roll. I'll say that's how many rounds it'll take him to find something that's intact and on the ground. Nice, 1 round. So he dives into the shop, and he's looking around. At the start of next round, he'll be able to pass it to you.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, and then it is, and you can. I'm assuming, are you standing? If not, I guess you are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Then
picked my weapon up last turn. I'm standing now next to the shattered shop, sort of
Awesome.
waiting for.
Bryn, what are you doing?
I guess just adjusting my position and firing.
Sounds good.
So I'll move past Cola. Oops.
So you stride forward. First shot.
And fire. Come on, big money. Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
That is a miss. Does not hit one of the guards, though, so that's good. Let's see if the Yeti hits the guards. 2 big claw strikes. 1 is a miss. 1 does connect. Ugh. And that one guard that was standing firm so well is now down. He's not auto-dead, though, so there's that. That's it for the Yeti. You get your follow-up shot, Bryn.
Okay.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
6, nice. Okay.
Good roll.
This thing turns and sees you back there. Actually, it sees Ehrlich first, I guess, and assumes that he's the one who's done it.
No, he doesn't!
This may not have been the best plan!
I thought you said these things had human intelligence!
Okay, so let's see here. This is, I think that's the end of that round. We are now on to round 14, guys, so we are in a favored attack round. And who is... Jeff, you won initiative last time, I think?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Beat my 6.
4.
Nice! Okay, I'm up till 12, guys. This thing is turning and getting ready to charge in on all of you guys. And at the start of the round, Tom, the alchemist, kind of... he'll be acting on a 5 to hand it to you.
Okay, so what's the speed after that for me to throw it at
5,
the
I'll
Yeti?
say 5.
Oh, so that would
Yeah.
be 10 plus 14 then.
Okay. No, 5, it's, he's acting on a 4. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're counting up from where he was. Okay.
Yeah, because I...
Yep, okay. Yeah, then that's cool. And actually, you know what? That is a really, really good example of someone using the rules in a suboptimal way. I will give you guys a point of Astonishing Fortune back. That's a really great... that is some serious gamesmanship, Mo. Thank you. All right. So, or sportsmanship, not gamesmanship. Ehrlich, you were up first.
I
What are you
do
doing?
have my sword out, so he does charge.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay,
gonna
hold
go-
on. Those are two different things. If you're either gonna throw this
No,
thing...
I'm waiting for it to give me, so my sword's sort of like in my hand, but not
Okay.
not actually.
Ehrlich, what are you doing?
Do.
Fuck! And runs. Okay.
Runs, yeah.
But I'm gonna turn around and say, Cola, form a line.
Okay. Cola, you are up next. What are you doing?
I am just gonna move up. Right, I guess I end up right between these guys.
Okay. Shoulder to shoulder. Love it. Then on 12, this thing's going to be charging down, but Gorwyn and Bryn, you guys can make your first attack first. Anna's rooting for you. Let's see. Oh! You want Astonishing Fortune that?
It's not gonna. Does it count as in melee for hitting a? Yep. Okay, then I'm definitely Astonishing Fortune.
Okay.
All right.
I just need 1 second.
Sure. Nice.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's better.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay. And then, Bryn, your turn. Your first shot.
Yep.
One Astonishing Fortune left. Nice. Nice! Another hit.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay. Look at this. So I'm actually going to make a morale check for this thing. Every other Yeti you guys have killed almost like instantly. I succeed. So it's still it's completely blinded by fury. It goes racing up towards you guys, and I think it knows the clear source of its injury now. So Bryn, it has come racing in towards you. I got my blue dice for the blue Yeti. Let's see here. That's a hit.
Ay, ay, ay.
2 points of damage that tags you with its claw. And then we have second round of shots. Oh, then we have Tom, actually. Tom, what are you going to do?
So that's a large creature, isn't it? So
It
it's
is.
sort of standing in 4 square. Well, in that case, I'll just literally slam what the Apothecary has given me right in the center of where it's standing.
Okay, so you still got to give me a d20 roll, please. Because in that one, I'm going to have it spread out to affect all of you guys. But there's a very low chance of that happening. Nice, okay. So yeah, it shatters at its feet. Give me a 2d6 roll, please. Shit. So this thing is completely engulfed in flames. And it, as if like it, you know, it was soaked in oil, it moves up this whole thing's body, staggers back, screaming and flailing around, and then drops down to the ground a smoldering husk. You have defeated the Yeti.
I high five the Apothecary.
Yes. Poof. All right, so guys,
Can we get some of those?
the that with these Yeti down, you find that there are no others in town. So we can drop out of initiative at this point. Erlich can recover his sword, and you guys can gather back to kind of collect yourselves again. Now, let me transition out of this very exciting music.
Well, I'll go back and pick up my bow because that's in the sort of that entry square.
Oh, did you leave it there? Okay.
Yeah.
So, thanks to the quick actions of... Oh, do you do anything with that injured guard as well? I ask only because you guys have been so good about treating other injured persons.
Yeah, Gorwin, once he sees the Yeti go down, he'll run forward to try to help.
Incredible. Okay. So, there is a couple of things that that happen in the aftermath of this. First off, you learn that the Apothecary's name is Reardon, and Reardon is pretty grateful to you guys. So you guys he insists on you guys taking from his restored stock 4 healing potions. He is extremely grateful. Healing potions can be drank completely for 2d4 plus 2 healing, or you can sip it and 2 times and do 1d4 healing each time.
There we go.
Oh, it's for recovering arrows, yeah. Those
Right?
of you... Yeah, excellent. So the other thing you find out is that apparently Slim, who he's been crawling... Like, once you explain to him that you're not with... So I guess, what do you say, Thomas? He's been asking if Slim sent you.
No, we're with the Caravan. Just came in.
So, you don't know Slim? Slim didn't send you in here?
No, because this is the first time I've been in this town, so I wouldn't know him.
God damn! What did I pay? What am I paying him for then? You're paying someone for protection, and he gestures to the ruin of his shop. And this is what happens. This is outrageous. I paid 150 gold for him. This is... how am I gonna... I'll tell you what, and he gestures to you, Thomas, and if you guys are all... I guess you're all standing around, and he realizes you're all together. If you can get that back... I don't know why I spent that money. You get that money back from Slim, and you can keep half of it.
Stroke.
Hi, sweetie. You making all that noise?
Where would we find this person that you gave? Where would you have any ideas of where to find Slim?
You can find him lurking most nights at the North Look. That's where he's staying. I got to deal with, and he gestures to the ruined remains of his shop. I got to deal with this. But, oh, 1 second, I'm trying to close my door. But if you get it back, you keep it. 75 gold, and you can keep that.
All right.
Okay, well, we've got to go and talk to our Caravan buddies. and see how they're doing.
Where is what is this? What did you say? The North Lock? You said.
The North Look, and
What is?
both Brune and Cola can tell you where that is. It's a bit of so actually, if you take a look at the map here, guys, you can see the North Look is right near the north end of town.
Okay.
It's sort of like the adventurers bar, like adventurers, mercenaries, caravan guards. It's a place where your sort likes to hang out.
Okay.
A little rough.
I'm gonna head straight there.
Okay, well let's hold off.
Kev, could you create a party notes and a party loot?
Yes, I
handout?
can.
That
Sorry,
would
of
be-
course. Yeah. Hold on. Let
Yeah.
me do that here. Handout.
So that we can write down some of these quests that we're getting.
Okay. Party
Yeah.
notes by everybody. Edited by everybody. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, because we got the Dwarven Valley one.
And handout. Party loot. Okay. There is something else that happens as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some handouts for you guys individually as well. Go. So it's in everyone's thing here. Save changes. And let me just duplicate this a couple of times. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and guys, so those ones just claim the... I think you can rename handouts. If not, just put your name in the handout as you edit it, and I will rename it appropriately. So there we go. You guys don't have to. I mean, in the Night Below campaign, we've all been keeping just one thing, and then it's generally one person picks what's to work in it at a time. Okay, make sure the Yeti can go down to handouts. The Bryn Shander can go down to handouts. Okay, so that is what you know about that. So you have those things available to you now. In addition, Helda is even more impressed. So Helda, seeing not only the fact that you guys fought these Yeti to such, with such effectiveness, making the town militia look like a bunch of chumps, she's also terribly impressed with Gorwyn going around and making sure that everyone's like saving the lives of those injured in the attack. So she is extremely impressed. She will actually even up if you guys are unsure, she'll up the cost to 25 gold per head. She has stuff to do in town as well, so you guys are free to spend up to 5 days. She's got 5 days of stuff that she could take care of before she really needs to go back. I'm going to add a handout called Calendar as well.
Okay.
And I will keep track of it just so you know. Only I can edit that, but I will edit it now. Oop, where am I here? Yeah, it's Bryn Shander, isn't it? And that is the date that you arrive is okay. So there we go, guys. The calendar is set. What you also hear from the town guard are extremely impressed with you. They find that, you guys they think you guys are superstars, especially for saving the lives of some of the town guards. So you will not have to pay for lodging or pay for your drinks tonight. That all of which will be taken care of by the, by the town guard. You also hear that the popular opinion of the guards is that there's a barbarian who arrived recently, a tribesman from the Rhaegar tribes. They think that they're the ones driving them in here. But fortunately, he's not going to live through the night because he's chained up to a post in the market square, and the weather will take care of him. is what they say. This thieving barbarian showed up, and they're the ones who are driving these beasts. I've never heard of a Yeti attacking the town. Never mind something trying to slip in the middle of day. This has got to be a curse of the Rhaegar barbarians. And there's going to be some other things you guys will hear about. Maybe what I'll do is we'll recap them in our next session next Sunday. But I'll put them in Discord as well, too. I'll put them in the channel
good,
so you guys can hear what else has been going on.
Yeah.
So that is the other news you hear of. So, what we'll do is actually let's put a pin in the session there. So we'll award some XP here. So every one of those guards that you saved, I'm going to give you XP for those. Arnold. So that was really cool. Role playing on your part for that. Let's see here.
Did he ask if they were okay? That's the important thing.
Let's see here.
You good? You good? You
You
want
good?
the wine?
Yeah.
You
seem
get
okay.
to fill out the consent form.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I.
Yeah, and you read off the list of side effects.
Yes, that's exactly
Sign the
what I
waiver.
So what's the bonus for a ranger? Is it the same as a fighter?
I don't know what the prime requisites are. Could someone check that quickly and let us know?
Well, and, like also like,
PDF open.
is it the other one? Like, remember you got like bonus for every H.
Yes, as a
hit
warrior,
dice
you'll
you
get
defeated?
for each hit dice of creature.
Okay.
I'll tell you what that is in just a sec here.
Okay, that part's the same.
Yeah.
All right. In the party notes, I wrote down. I've got the Silverstream Merchant. Helga is the name. I'll edit that.
Okay. I'll
With-
start up a NPC chart as well too that I'll post into Discord, so you guys can see who the NPCs are that you've met so far. Okay, and then man, to be honest, I was a little nervous about using these Yeti. It's what is set in the adventure, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some dead characters. But you guys did really, really well with them. Okay. In fact, you defeated.
Down there for a little.
Yeah. For those of you who are warriors, you defeated 16 hit dice worth of creatures.
Holy crap!
Yep. So first level, you're getting 160 XP from that. Kola, did you exhausted your healing spells, right? Or all of your spells?
I exhausted all my spells, both my healing spells, the bless and the both
And the command. So you gain 400 XP for that. 100 for each of the spells and 100 for using your domain ability. No, which you used twice. So you actually gain 500 XP.
Wow! In addition to
the group stuff, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, not bad. And the XP for today, holy smokes, guys. How many Astonishing Fortune are left?
Just the
One left.
One left, okay. So, oops, that's the clock. All right, so that is 60, okay. And then, holy smokes. Plus 1. Alrighty, and there are 5 players. You guys each gain 358 XP. So 358. And those of you who have stats above 16 or higher for your prime requisite, remember you gain plus 10% for that as well.
And what about for the warriors? Don't we get bonus for defeating them, or is that?
Well, that's what the hit dice thing
What
was.
hit dice?
Sorry, you
What
said
was-
3,
and how
6,
much was-
8?
358? Did I say? Or
Three,
is it-
Yeah,
five,
358.
eight, I think.
358.
5,
Yeah.
8, sorry.
And how much was it for the hit dice? I can't remember.
160.
160.
Yeah, 160.
160. So total
'Cause
that
it's
would be
10 XP per hit die per level.
Yeah.
It's 518 total
518.
if you're a warrior.
Hey. So that's 858 for me today,
Holy shit.
which bring my new XP is 1114.
Jeez.
Nice.
So close to the prime rec no wait. No, sorry, because the prime rec adds to that. So the actual total, get this, Kevin, 1200.1.
Jesus.
What's the
I think
leveling?
we said that cleric's 1500.
15?
For the priest.
Oh wait,
I
for
will
specialty
look-
priest. Hold on, I was checking that.
Because I'm at Allegor, right?
Yeah, I think they're actually 2,000. But let's see.
Hmm.
Yes, specialty priest is 2,000.
Okay, we're getting
Yep.
close.
Once you hit 2,000, you will hit that next level.
Cool.
Pretty
Okay,
awesome.
Kevin, I
guys.
also took. I just have a quick question. Of
course.
Bower and Fletcher as one of my skills or
Yep.
my non-weapon proficiencies.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can repair some of those arrows that broke?
Let's see what it says here. Boyer and Fletcher. You know what I think I'll let you do is if you're bothering to take that, I will. Those that are broken, basically roll it with advantage. So like roll a second time, and see. It looks like you only had 2 that were broken, right?
I had 2 that were broken, but I had
Oh.
Bower and Fletcher also.
Yeah. So each.
Oh, and Jeff had 2 that were. Yeah.
So both of you
Yeah.
guys had 2 that are broken. Roll 2d4 or whatever you're doing for your thing. 2d2. And yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually had 3 that were broken. The one above that is actually a broken one too.
Okay. So yeah, roll again then. So roll, I guess, 3d2.
And the ones that are, so then I could fix 2 of the 3 broken ones. is what
You're
you're
going to say that they're in a state where they weren't so badly. They're damaged, but you're able to make them usable again.
saying.
maybe it's the
that's
fletching
cool.
or whatever.
Advantage on that, yeah. You just lose
Yeah.
them less quickly.
Yeah, I like that. That's a useful way of
So, how do you check whether the arrows are broken? I've not been doing that. I've just been counting them off.
you just roll. So like rules is written, you make a roll against a like an item save, but the item save ends up being about 50% anyway. So we just roll 1d2 on an even, it's still good. On an odds, it's broken.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, unless you've got Fletcher and Boyer, in which case you can, you can repair those. Okay. All right, guys. Well, congratulations. That was a very, very tough fight. Welcome to Bryn Shander. Let's move us to the Bryn Shander map here, because that's where we'll be next time. Pretty cool. All right. So, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for the first actual session of our Quarantine Crusaders. What do you call it? Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can shoot me, or you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can find me by email as well. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find me by following a link in the description of the video below. You can find us all on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and we do have a channel dedicated to this campaign where we'll be posting some of the stuff we talked about, the house rules, and maybe what I'll do is I'll pin the top of that, I'll pin the house rules and that link to for Golden Glory, so if anyone wants to check out the rules we're using for this, you can find that there as well. In addition to this campaign, we've got channels dedicated to everything else. And as a reminder, I guess as a refresher as well too, this is the campaign we'll be running for the duration of the quarantine. So if you want to join us back here in the Icewind Dale, we'll be back here again next weekend on Sunday. And then the weekend after that, Saturday and Sunday, until we're, let loose. In addition, there is a link in the description of this video to something called Heroes Save Villages, which is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. But if you are listening to this contemporaneously, I know that this is going to be a very uncertain time for a lot of folks, both economically and health-wise. So if you feel you are in a position and you are inclined to learn more about the charity initiative that we have on the channel, please feel free to do that. But I don't want anyone to feel obliged to do that during this time. I'd much rather everyone make sure that you are healthy and safe at both physically and emotionally and economically. So you feel free to check it out. The charity that benefits from it, SOS Children's Villages International, is a terrific organization, and they will be hurting like everybody else during this time. So if you are inclined and in a position to do that, that's great. If not, no worries. When you are in a better position to consider it, that is good. Last but not least, I want to thank my players who are picking up. These are characters who, many of the players who are new to AD&D 2nd Edition or are long returned to it. So, Mo, Brandon, Jeff, Arlen, and Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today back in the Icewind Dale. Hope you guys have enjoyed your stay here, and the adventure that lies before you is going to be exciting.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was great.
Then,
See you next weekend.
yeah, until next time then, folks, again, thank you so much for watching, and until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.